Welcome back, guys, to Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance, where last episode we stepped into the Diet building to find a scene of carnage before us with angel corpses littering the floor, as their slayer, Nua, turned her interest into killing us next. Midway through the fight, a human, Yakumo, appeared, joining with Nua before the demon decided on a whim to stop the battle, talking for a time before the duo then left, leaving us to head further into the building where we encounter both Ichiro Dazai and Yuzuru Atsuta before finding a terminal deeper within, allowing us to transport back to our world within Bethel's HQ as we now get a well-earned explanation.
Now, where do I start? Oh, but first, who are you? Your uniform is from St. Marina Girls High School, right?
I'm Yoko Hiromine. For personal reasons, I'm not actually attending school right now.
We met her in this version of Tokyo that looked like a wasteland. She helped us when we were attacked by a demon. Oh, I should probably mention that I'm working with the Bethel Japanese branch, and I have the power to fight demons.
Yeah, well, I get that. I can get that for the fact that you had the demon summoning device, etc. So you knew those bits already. Glad to know you didn't know about this other place. This other Tokyo.
But how are you able to fight against them?
I've possessed this strange power for a long time. Some have even called me a saint. My potential was even recognized at school, and I was taught how to exorcise demons.
Learned at school, huh? Fascinating.
I'm the same way, Hiromine. I've had spiritual powers ever since I was little, and everyone at Bethel calls me the saint. I'm using my abilities to work with the Japanese branch, just like Atsuta. But never mind that for now. I should explain about that world of demons you saw. If I told you the Tokyo you'd been living in this whole time was a lie, would you believe me?
Huh?
18 years ago, something happened in the Chiyoda ward of Tokyo that suddenly erased the city from the rest of Japan. Its population of over 10 million people was wiped out in a matter of minutes, lost to the Netherworld.
What are you talking about, Isonokami? We've been living in Tokyo as far as I can tell. You want to try explaining that?
The Tokyo you're referring to is an act of God. Through his miracle, Tokyo and its people were perfectly recreated. No one suspected a thing.
An act of God, 18 years ago.
You mean everything up until now? It's all been fake?
That's impossible.
The real Tokyo has been completely overrun by demons. As if one Tokyo wasn't enough, the demons now covet the other, and all for our souls.
Though we are few, that is what the Bethel Japanese branch fights to protect. I hope the Saint has cleared things up for you. Apologies for dragging you into this.
Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
My name is Koshimizu. I'm in charge here, in addition to being Japan's Prime Minister.
Wait, as in Director Koshimizu? One of the top-ranking officials in the Japanese branch? He and the Prime Minister are the same person?
Indeed. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Atsuta. Now that you've been made aware of what happened to the real Tokyo, it's best I enlighten you as to the true state of the world. To put it plainly, the forces of order and chaos are currently clashing behind the scenes, locked in an ongoing battle unbeknownst to mankind. Demons seek human souls. If given the chance, they would flood the real world in an instant. They are extremely dangerous. That's why Bethel, Japan is dedicated to protecting Tokyo and keeping the demons at bay. The demons are relentless, however, and the unfortunate truth of the matter is that we're woefully lacking in manpower. In fact, Bethel's strength is so short of the mark, we've been forced to rely on students such as Isanokami and Atsuta for help.
I heard the report. So, you're a demon exorcist from St. Marina Girls High School. That place is HQ's jurisdiction, but I'll put in a word. Could I ask for your strength in service of Tokyo?
No way! Is that something I could help with too, Mr. Prime Minister?
You mean protecting Tokyo?
Yeah! I'll do whatever I can!
Does I?
Look, I'm borderline useless at school, and I'm always making trouble for other people. But even a guy like me wants to be someone people can turn to, just like the honor students.
Thank you. I admire your courage. I've heard about you. So you fused with Aogami, is that it? I'll be asking for your cooperation as well. Sorry, but I won't take no for an answer.
Oh, I never signed up for this. He won't take no for an answer, so what am I gonna do?
Good to see you're on our side.
That's not what I said.
You as well, Hiromine. Would you lend us your demon exorcising abilities?
If I can operate alongside him, then I'll do it.
I have no objections. Thank you for your assistance.
I'm thankful the Proto-Fiend returned safely, though I've never heard of it fusing with a human before.
I played a role in Aogami's creation myself. I'll be running a variety of tests later. Aogami, I'd like to examine your memory data. Make your way to the research facility later today.
Understood.
I'll visit with the rest of you some other time. For now, I want you to go home and get some rest.
Sir!
And lastly, Yuzuru Atsuta. Well done in coming back unharmed. Your summoning skills must have improved. I'll be sure to grant you an even stronger demon companion next time.
Thank you, sir.
I could not tell that he played a part, considering they look like spitting images of each other. Even down to the eyebrows. I'm glad to see you have all returned safely, and I see Aogami has come back as well. Unexpected, but fortunate nonetheless.
Right.
I'll make arrangements so that you and the others may be granted entry here as members of Bethel. That will allow you to access the terminal and use the virtual trainer. Virtual training device, or trainer device, is at the Tokyo Diet building in the Netherworld. I believe you've been there before. I'll also have a miniature terminal installed in your room at the dorm. You're free to use it as you wish. What? That is all. You should take it easy and rest up for today. Virtual Trainer allows you to challenge past foes in either a single fight or a series of battles. When taking on a series of battles, there is an optional challenge mode where the enemies will grow stronger each time you defeat them. Regardless of the kind of battle, defeat will still result in a game over. So it is recommended... It's virtual, man. So it is recommended that you save before using the Virtual Trainer. Lovely. Virtual Trainer Sequence Minato Battles is now available. I don't need to do it.
Right.
Thank you for returning Aogami to us. For the time being, you should return to your usual school life. Should I know?
I should apologize for hiding the fact that I was involved with Bethel. I didn't want to get you involved, but I also didn't think the situation would become as dire as it is now.
So, about, the sister of a certain Yuzuru Atsuta, did we just leave her in the train station where there'd recently been a torn apart person murder? Or did you get her? Did you take her somewhere safe?
Dude, I get to protect Tokyo! How cool is that? I'm gonna be fighting alongside all those big names at school! Me! A big reason I don't do all that well in school is because, honestly, I'm just not very confident in myself. Even though my parents aren't divorced, they really don't get along. So I guess I've always just been looking for a way to fix things. But if I side with my dad, my mom gets all pissed. And it's the same for my old man if I ever side with my mom. I don't know what's right anymore. Protecting Tokyo from demons, though? That's gotta be a good thing. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's always more complex than that, though. You'll learn. I'll learn. Hopefully.
I'm glad we're both all right. Let's work together to keep Tokyo safe.
I knew you were going to be a man of very few words.
So this is the Bethel Japanese branch. It looks like we really are back in Tokyo. I'm relieved we were able to escape the Netherworld. Thank you.
We should probably head back. We've got school tomorrow. Speaking of which, what about her?
I should get going as well. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later then. Right, which way is which? Do both ways lead to the same destination? A circular room, 2 entrances. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. A quest is available over here. Dare I take it?
Hello.
You're sort of right. I'm a researcher with Bethel. Pleased to meet you. Speaking of which, have you been using essences? There's still a lot we don't understand about them, but it's undeniable that they're useful.
Well...
You know, it'd probably be helpful if you could use a skill like Mahama. How about it? You could learn Mahama for me. At present, you're really the only one who can make use of essences. You'd be doing me a huge favor by letting me gather data from you. Oh, you want me to change?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This will be a big help. I want to investigate the effect of essences on the user's body after one's been used. Please come talk to me again once you've learned Mahama. Okay. Can I?
Welcome to the world of shadows, where demons gather.
Do you have the Mahama? Inugami? Okay, Makami can teach me Mahama. Mazan. So I could just learn it and then switch it off for something else, maybe? Fire, breath, inspiring leader. Experience earned increases when the demon's level is lower than Nahobino's. I do have the Aogami type 1, which is the one that gave me Aramasa. So I could just switch out Aramasa to complete this quest. Who am I using this on? Not me. That's what I'm supposed to be using it on. I mean, or I could just switch Mahama for Zio, maybe, or... Yeah, why not? Aramasa, Bestial Bite. Agi, Mahama. Rooted Soul seems pretty good at this point still. Just need new skill windows.
How is this? Return when you have gathered more demons.
Well, that's interesting. You can't go to Demon Haunt because you're not in the other world.
Hello.
Oh, Zoda, have you learned Mahama yet?
That's amazing.
Fantastic. Then I'll get started on gathering data from both of you right away. You obtained Treacherous Neutral Periapt. And leveled up for the trouble. Some more vitality, agility, and luck. Two demons of the dark neutral alignment together, the Magasui skill Omagatoki Conserve can be used. Effect, press turn icon consumption is reduced by half for all allies for 1 turn. So even if you aren't getting Hitting weaknesses. Jackie and Wilder. Applicable races.
Oh, I see. This is...
I got more days than I could have even imagined. What we call demons are a concept deeply rooted in particular cultural qualities and language systems. While there are examples over the course of history of multiple deities combining or separating, it's thought to be impossible for completely unrelated demons to share specific mythological characteristics. Yet you were able to contract such characteristics from others perfectly well. It's a feat truly beyond human understanding. You really are greatly different from other demons. And speaking of unbelievable discoveries, I've heard that Proto-Fiends like Origami were mass-produced purely for combat, but this data seems to suggest otherwise. What do you mean? The design's far too complex. It seems like the premise of the Proto-Fiend wasn't to fight, but rather to merge with humans. I was not aware of such intentions. I recall hearing that there are essences of former Origami-type units scattered throughout the Netherworld. It could be that there's a power of the Origami-type unit within those essences that we don't even know about. It'd probably be a good idea to find as many as you can.
That reminds me.
I recall hearing that there are essences of former Oh, you're saying the same thing. Well, I'm finding as many as I can, that's for certain, but another quest is now completed. Right, so we're back in our world. That's totally safe, right? Right? Did you know that there's a renowned research lab nearby? Oh, and the hospital attached to it is equally illustrious. But I've heard the Prime Minister has been visiting the place quite often lately. You don't think he's sick, do you? I hope he's alright. That would be how the, God, there's loads of people to speak to. Which way am I supposed to go? Back to Storms? But where am I at? It said to go sleep. That would be where I sleep. Hey-ho, can you see me, ho? I fell into this dimensional chasm and ended up in this big old city, ho. There are humans everywhere. It's terrifying, ho. I want to go back to my Toki. You should have said Toki, ho. Demon appearances have been on the rise lately, so our special units on high alert. We do have civilians cooperating with Bethel as well, though not many. That includes people like you who could perceive demons. Can I get into a random encounter? My company just moved to around this area. Sangha was great, but I could get used to this city. Seem to be items to get. This is back to the way towards the school. Oh, I couldn't find that manga today either. It's a manga about a boy who fights by commanding demons. Maybe it's just not possible with so little information to go off of. No clue what you're talking about. Japanese coastal places tend to have English words in their names, like Isle and Gateway. Do they? Monsters invading from another world. Are they serious with this conspiracy theory bullshit? Maybe next time go with the bioterrorist angle, guys. At least that one's rooted in reality. I mean, monsters. Who do they think they're selling on this? Honestly, I'd love to see some proof. Show me a monster I can pet. We can go back to school, can't we? There's no need to return to school right now, though. Oh, hey, a Joe in uniform. There's a lot of high schools around here, but I've never actually talked with Joe and students before. The dorm station are in the other direction, so I don't come this way often. Well, if you got time, want to hang out and talk? To a female student, any day. There's been a cave-in accident at that tunnel. Are the trains still running? I knew that tunnel was dangerous. The ceiling suddenly collapsed. I think a student got caught in it too. I immediately called for a rescue team. I'm so glad his injuries weren't serious. So it did address that student. That student said that there were still 2 or 3 other people in the tunnel, but they didn't find anyone else. I hope they're safe. It did address it. We can go through the tunnel, even if it's collapsed. We've been dispatched to clear up the tunnel accident. Don't worry, we'll handle this. Oh, you're with Bethel too. And I might as well be transparent about it. We're stationed to put down any demonic intruders. The Special Defense Force doesn't ordinarily get assigned to this kind of thing. Hopefully the locals don't ask too many questions. Whole street of people here to talk to. And a quest. Hey, aren't you a soldier? It's unusual to see you outside of school. You're a real bookworm, right? Perfect timing. I need a guy who knows his stuff. You got a moment? Could you help me out with a quiz? A quiz? In pursuit of knowledge? Oh, you're surprisingly proactive. No, thank you, seriously. Well then, talk to me whenever you're ready. A quiz? Okay, the quiz will be sent to this phone from a certain someone, then I'll enter your answers. Oh, the person sending it, don't worry about meaningless details. First question. Uh-oh. A demon Onmaraki is a monstrous bird with a human face. What is its original form? Isn't it an onion? It's kind of both a baby bird and an onion. Oh, looks like you're wrong. It's not even you can handle this, It'd be nice if our library had a comprehensive repository of knowledge on all the demons. It's onion up here and roast chicken down here. When you figured out the answer, come help me again. It's specifically roast chicken though, isn't it? Baby bird then. Wait, it's human corpse? It's meant to be based off a human corpse even though it's a roast chicken and an onion? Weirdest human corpses I've ever seen. Oh, nice one. Let's see. Onmaraki are created from the remains of those who were never properly memorialized and really like roast chicken. I don't know. Looks like you're doing pretty well. Keep it up. On to the next question. Amongst the hierarchy of demons, what is the name of the evil spirit from which the word demon originates? For some reason in my head, it's Kako demon. Correct. On the contrary, Agapho demons are said to refer to the good demons. Good, this is the last one. Question 3. What should you do to remove the omelette-loving spirit, Aitvarus, from your home? Flood your house, light a candle, draw a portrait. How am I supposed to know that? They like omelettes. Can't have an omelette if you flood your house. I'm supposedly wrong. I mean, that would totally remove it from the house. Light a candle then. That is correct. It would be difficult to expel Aitvarus without candles purified by the church. Alright, thanks for your help. All the questions have now been answered. You obtained Treacherous Order Periapt. My Pixie leveled up. And we'll get Zamba because of that. Not to be a diva, but you've got to use this! I want to use Zan or Zamba. Oh, Zamba's better Zan. Yes, please. With two demons of the Dark Lore alignment together, the Magatsu's skill Reigns of Order can be used. Large MP recovery to all allies adds 1 press turn icon to your next turn. Applicable races are Vile Raptor. Some demons are exceptions. This challenge was actually given to me by someone at the Occult Research Club. I asked her out on a date, but she replied, only if you can answer these questions. And now that I've passed the test, she'll have no choice but to accept. Oh hey, she responded. I can't date someone who cheats. How? Where was she watching from? Is it clairvoyance? Precognition? Wow, the Occult Research Club is amazing. Well then, maybe I should just join the Occult Research Club too. First, I've got to do some serious studying at the library. Quest complete. Sometimes the PM seems too good to be true. They say public servants only really serve themselves, but I don't know if that's it either. Well, anyway, I'll be asking those important questions and digging deeper into that on the Sunday morning talk show, says the famous pundit in a corner of a street. Just seeing this hill in Minato makes me want to run up it. Bathhouse is actually built on a hot spring. First step on my daily routine is dropping by so I can be first in the water. Any more quests around? Oh, we're covering another murder scene. How many is this now? Quite a lot. I'd imagine, anyway. My pop used to always brag about how he was the fellow who painted the top of the Tokyo Tower. He's long since passed away, but we had a window in our house where you could see the far-off tower. You just look and smile. Jizoji is an important barrier protecting Tokyo. I remember an article about it in Ayakashi Monthly. Maybe I should go pay my respects. Alright, we should be descending towards our actual destination now. Can we actually go in there, or is it just move to the other side? The walk from the station to the dorm was pretty long. So tiring. It was fairly long. But we've talked to everyone by the look of it. And performed a quiz terribly. I'm going to the dorm. My room? The roof? Where should I go? There's no one at the roof. Oh, okay. I'll go to my room then. In your room in the Juin High School student dormitory, you have access to a bed and a small terminal. Was it a prison? After finishing its main quest, sleeping on the bed may continue the story. The small terminal on the desk functions the same as the larger terminal at the medical research lab. It's just fancy nightlight. Honest. Okay. Who knows what might happen when we move on the story at this point again. New leyline crossing point registered. Dorm room. Imagine sleeping will recover me enough, surely. No one on the roof ever. I guess I've just got to go to sleep. You should rest for the day. Well, yes, it's night, thanks. I didn't realize.
Did you know? All gods in existence were born of a single entity, sprung forth from the one ruler of this world. When the reign of a god begins, tradition dictates that a new world shall rise, manifested of the god's knowledge. However, the knowledge of the gods was stripped away and settled instead into the paltry souls of humanity. Hence, the gods no longer possess the capacity for creation. All this is the doing of the Creator. It is the law. The order he brought forth upon assuming his mighty throne. In this world the God of Law has forged, humanity continues to evolve and to thrive. But his so-called order is nothing more than a glorified cage. In ancient times, humanity had true freedom. Your form is that of the ancient gods, Nahobino. There are none who stand closer to the throne than you. You must learn the true shape of the world, as it was always meant to be. It is imperative that your eyes be opened.
And after that crazy dream that I'm assuming I remember, we just go to school. Spent time in apocalyptic Tokyo, learnt the truth of the whole place and what happened, or something that happened 18 years ago. Just goes to school the next day like nothing ever happened. Really? Guess that's all you can do. Morning. Yesterday was a mess, huh? I really am glad you're okay after all that. Okay, stretching, yeah. I've got a lot of issues up here now. I'll just say me too. It's a quicker conversation mover on her.
Yep.
That was definitely a lot to handle, but I think you'll be okay, Olis.
See ya.
Anyway, I'll see you around. You know, I was like fusing with another entity, fighting for my life. I could have been dissolved by one attack. I got this friend of a friend, and he said he saw what looked like a tiny human flying through the air. Yeah, right. Friend of a friend. Probably sounds pretty sketchy to me. You'd have a friend. So how can you have a friend of a friend? Harsh. Bullying, huh? You can't count on the school or teachers to help. Your only choice is to gather proof through voice recording or something and then defend yourself. Sounds like teachers. Can I even go much further this way? Thinking probably not. In fact, the mapping doesn't come out very well here. Lots of bike racks. Oh yes, I can run, but it seems so weird without my flowing hair. Well, it's quite a big school. first year on the track team went missing last week. They didn't show up at the dorm either. Hopefully they just ran away from home. Oh, I guess that's not really good either, huh? I guess considering what's been going on, it's not a weird hope, actually. Morning. My day doesn't start until I have a carton of coffee milk, says the teacher.
I can't stand her. How long do you think until she cracks? I can't wait to see her break down in tears.
I can't take this anymore. Why me? Why is this happening? It's all their fault. I wish they'd all just disappear. What? Who's there? Oh.
I have a feeling this school's about to get quite a bit more deadly in short order. I gotta say, looking at her though, it looked like I wouldn't want her to snip normally anyway. She looks like she's actually quite strong compared to the people bullying her. I know they were using numbers. I heard there was some nasty bullying happening on the girls' lacrosse team. Seems like the girl ended up quitting, but I wonder if the bullying is still going on. Pretty scary for her, huh? Oh, lacrosse player, eh?